So without further ado, this live is on my 40th birthday bash. So without further ado, like I said, let's get on right on it. Yeah. Uh, um. Well, so without further ado, uh. So two viewers. So, birthdays are simple, right? It just means birthday. So date of birth, the day you're born on, right? In astronomy, there are 365 days in the year, and whichever day you're born in a certain month or even a week, in a week in the week of a month is your birthday, right? That's simple. And in astrology, that determines that determines your moon sign, right? Because your moon is at a certain position in the sky that, yeah, it's your moon sign. So in astrology, it's your moon sign. In astronomy, it's just a specific moon. It's just yeah, nakshatra. Yeah, in Vedic astrology, but in astronomy, it's different, right? It's just one rotation of the Earth's axis, right? On its axis, one rotation of the Earth on its axis. So yeah, um, so let's just get right on it. Let's open a new tab. Hold on. Uh, um, birthday in astronomy. Let's see what it. So in astronomy, let's see what the AI has to say. Google AIs, Gemini, I think. Birthday star is a star whose light has traveled to Earth since your birth, so the light you see from it is how old you are. The birthday star concept is rooted in the time it takes light to travel across vast distances in space. The sun is a prime example, as sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach each Earth, meaning we see the light as it looked 8 minutes ago. Interesting. Hi, Arctic Wolf. How's it going? It's my brother's birthday today. Is this Arctic Wolf? Yeah, I hope so. Anyways, what is birthday in astrology? Astrology, yeah. Did I show the comment? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thanks. My brother's 30 today, yeah. No, tomorrow, but it's, yeah. Thank you. Um, let's see birthdays in astrology, right? So your birthday is determined by your sun sign, not the moon sign, and moon sign too. It's determined by your sun sign and moon sign. Mostly your sun and moon sign, right? The sun sign is the sign of your zodiac. That this Sun was in time of your birth and is considered to reflect your core personality traits and how you express yourself. Uh yes, but like always, like any panel, some people are not allowed on, but it's an open panel. Yes. Well, I'm gonna be a bit more strict because my brother's birthday, and he doesn't want to come on, of course, because he doesn't want to be affiliated with the Manosphere. But it is an open panel, but like some people are not allowed on, I guess, the, the, because of their behavior, I guess. Mm, definitely not Rick. Um, because he trolls a lot. Nothing against him personally, but he trolls a lot. Um, and should I say? I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He trolls a lot. Yeah. Anyways, birthday in astrology, yeah, by your sun and moon aspects, right? Uh, would you give him a second chance? I have given him like thousands of chance. Like not thousands, several chances. Um, many chances. I at least. Yeah. A second? I don't think it's a second. I think it's more than that, like way more than that. But um, honestly speaking, I'm not trying to belittle him or anything. But yeah, can we see it? You personally like him? Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't dislike Rick, but I don't know. I don't know why he's trolling me, but like, yeah, uh, but maybe to have fun or I don't know. Maybe to have fun. I don't know. I don't know. But even I don't think he's trolling you, Tarif. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I notice, though, I don't want to talk about one person too much, but I notice he does criticize a lot of people. Um, he's not just critical of me; he's critical of a lot of people, and so like, yeah. Message tweet us doesn't back on. Hmm. Interesting. Uh. Hold on. What is that piece of? Oh my god. Who talks about Greg? Greg, and sometimes he makes snarky comments about me. Um, well, well, some people deserve it, some people don't, but I guess it sort of comments on a lot of people in the space. Um, oh, okay, like he was just like, yeah, in the last stream, I think I still have it on. That he was on, he would like make make fun of me for getting angry and all things, and then make fun of like, well, most of the times I get angry is justified because people. Well, it's not good to get angry, but most of the times I do get angry. It's justified, so in my opinion, I think. But he makes fun of, yeah, certain things that I guess do outside and whatnot. Yeah. Who is this? Is this you, Arctic Wolf? Who who's that other Arctic Wolf account? Arctic Wolf? Like which one is the real one? I don't get it. Oh yeah, that's not. I'm the real one. Um. Yeah, you're not. You have to go. Well, I guess you got a point there. Is this your Arctic Wolf? I don't know, but the other one's definitely not Arctic Wolf because, yeah, he doesn't. Arctic Wolf like does admonish me sometimes, but he does it in a loving way, right? Like he doesn't. He does. He's there. He's got my back, but he's very like, how to say it. It's tough love, I guess. Like, but not like it's weird to practice tough love with people who aren't your direct family, but to each their own, I guess. But I do admire that Arctic Wolf does have my back a lot of the time, and um he's very caring and supportive in a very how do I word it, like in a very tough way, yeah. That's the way I'd word it. But anyways, he's smart, but I don't know. I don't know why he's so tough on me. Oh well, he's because he's supportive. He's being supportive of me, but not all the time, but most of the time, right? It's like it's like like his harshness is like a negative reinforcement to do the right things or like to not get into trouble. Yeah, like the Mandarin would say, it's a negative reinforcement, right? Anyways, this is the real Arctic Wolf because he says, yeah, he says that he's the type of person to say this. Mm. Not in a cruel, sadistic way, but in a caring and protective way. Yeah, yeah. Alright. So my brother's birthday. Okay. Happy birthday, Nafis, right? I'm not gonna say anything further because um, two viewers, nice. Yeah. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah. I'm enjoying life. No, life is good. One one viewer. Yeah, like I wonder what my brother's gonna do for his birthday. Go to a restaurant because it's very nice where he lives. Let's just say it's like Seattle or LA of America, but much better in quality. Like way better. Like the way the place he lives, it's like the best city to like. It's neck and neck with Toronto. Let's just say Vancouver. Yeah, I don't want to say too much because yeah, but yeah, it's pretty much neck and neck with Toronto, Vancouver, but and it's pretty similar to Seattle and LA. But my city is like Edmonton is like Houston and Minneapolis, like Houston and Minneapolis, or Minneapolis. So it's like the Houston of Canada or Minneapolis. It's pretty similar to Minneapolis. If anyone's been to the UK, the city I'm in, Edmonton, is like uh is like Aberdeen, Scotland, or Newcastle. So yeah, it's like is in England, right? So it's like it's like Edmonton, but Aberdeen's in Scotland, not Aberdeen, Washington, where some people in the space live. Let's just say, but but Aberdeen, yeah, Aberdeen in Scotland, yeah. I shouldn't say too much, because I don't wanna, you know, the D word dox people. Even accidentally, so yeah. Yeah. Rob Paul lives in Scotland. Who else? I have a friend who's a part of the Celeb Heights community. He talks to me a lot on Facebook. He's very nice, very gentle guy. He's working out a lot nowadays. I don't know, but lifting weights. But he's about the same age as me, a little older maybe. Uh, uh, The UK is the London. Like when I was searching up cities, like London is the best city to live in overall. It's pretty big and pretty good quality. Yeah, especially the Mayfair neighborhood. I heard pretty high quality city and pretty high quality neighborhoods. Um, um, yeah, Mayfair in London. Well, that I think it's even superior to the Upper East Side. Upper East Side in New York. Yeah, Javier lives in New York. I don't know where. I don't want to know because I don't want to dox, even accidentally, right? So unless they mess with me, so because I am vindictive, but that I just do that. I'm just like that as a last resort to anything, you know. Uh, hold on. Yeah, seeing everything, you know. Oh yeah, good night. Oh really? Where? Oh okay. Oh oh okay. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah. Uh, all right. So, hmm, London's Canada's London is definitely Toronto. Bristol is like Vancouver. Let me see. Let me see. Montreal is like Manchester. If you've been to Manchester, I've never been there, but it's like Manchester. I've seen what Manchester is like in the pictures. Pretty nice. Um, Edmonton's like Newcastle, where I live. Yeah, Victoria's like Brighton. Victoria is like San Francisco. It's like the San Francisco of Canada. Though Edmonton's like the Eastern of Minneapolis. Yeah. Um. Let's see. Let's see. Calgary is like Leeds. It's just south of it. Like South Calgary. That is not Leeds. Um. New York is like Toronto. Toronto's like New York, almost exactly. Vancouver is the Los Angeles. Oh my God, Boston and Montreal. Yeah. Calgary and Denver, Ottawa and Washington. Yeah, that makes sense. New Orleans and Quebec City. Oh yeah, I can see that. Winnipeg and Omaha. Yeah, I can see that. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. That's what good Jack would say to a fan. Halifax and Portland, Maine. Yeah. Victoria and San Francisco. San Fran. Yeah. Uh, so if you're from Houston or Minneapolis, like uh, Texas, come to Alberta because that's more like that's like Texas is like pretty much the Alberta of America. Or Alberta is the Texas of Canada, right? I got that wrong. Sorry, it's the first time. Anyways, um, yeah, Minnesota. Could Minnesota be like Alberta? I don't know. Vancouver, San Fran. Vancouver's like a higher quality version of Los Angeles. I feel like it's way better, less populated, but way better than LA. Uh, like in terms of like overall, like it's not. I'm not saying it's like more populated. I'm saying better in all metrics combined. Yeah, considered and combined. Yeah. So like I think Los LA is like in the top 200, and Vancouver's like in the top 10. Like let's just say that, yeah. Top 150 maybe for LA and top 10 for Vancouver. It's the eighth exactly overall. So just my guess, my I'm just gouging things. But if you go to Edmonton, like Edmonton is like 94th. That's probably like it's one of the top three. It's the third best city overall. Montreal and Ottawa, Calgary are good, but not like overall as good as Edmonton. Yeah, Edmonton's pretty well known, but I guess it's not like the reason why you see Edmonton and everything regarding Edmonton is being seen as like lower in status or um because it's a nice city, but it keeps a low key profile, right? Low profile, but it's very nice. It's a very nice city, very high profiles. Not high profile. It's very high status. Not high status. Good. It has because of the oil and gas sector and other sectors that are in Edmonton. It produces a lot of the wealth for Ontario and Quebec to use. Yeah, and the reason why they give it to Ontario and Quebec is because so that they can have a higher bargaining power than Edmonton and Calgary, I guess, than the western side of Canada or whatever, Western Canada. So yeah, and Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, all in the media, right? Even Calgary, I guess. So yeah, they're all in the media, so stalwarts and yeah, I think Bret Hart, he's he's an icon in Canada for sure. He's from Calgary, just south of me. Um, Jordan Peterson, an icon from Edmonton, where I live. I was, um, Edge and Christian, they're icons from Toronto or nearby, I guess, nearby Toronto and Ontario. Um, yeah, Benoit was born and raised in Mo- um, Chris Benoit. In was born in Montreal but raised in um Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, but we shouldn't say his name too much because he's sort of a shadow banned figure. Not because I hate him, but he's shadow banned, right? So yeah. Well, I say a lot of things that are shadow banned, anyways. So, but that are offensive, that are actually offensive. But anyways, whatever. And I don't mean to be offensive. I just mean to be honest. But sometimes the honest truth is sometimes offensive to people who are ignorant. But yeah, the reason why I switched to the manosphere long time ago, 7 years ago exactly, not in a few months, is because I thought men needed to be represented more. I thought men needed a voice, right? Maybe, however much I give a voice is debatable, but men definitely needed space and voice. I didn't create the manosphere, but I definitely did some contribution, maybe more or less, to the manosphere by posting on manosphere content and yeah, by posting on manosphere content. So yeah, the manosphere is very interesting, a very interesting space now, but it can be toxic just like any space. Like I've been to all spaces on the internet. Yeah, not all, but like a lot. I can't claim to be like in all spaces, but like I've been to a lot of spaces on the internet, and I can say that the manosphere is toxic, but not as toxic. Men do need a space, but yeah, women do. Uh, if women can have spaces, sacred spaces, or then men can too. So that's just my take. Yeah, safe spaces, right? So I'm not. I'm not. I mean, you get past the red pill rage stage and then start to, yeah, but start to cool down. But I love the manosphere overall. Not this space; it's pretty toxic. The black pill spaces, but the black pill itself isn't bad. Black pillars, I hate black pillars because it's the people, not the ideology. That misrepresented. Because I'd say most people are not good people. Like if you look at priority distribution, only 20% of people contribute to 80% of the desirable outcomes, right? According to that theory. So With that being said, very few people contribute to a lot of the good in the manosphere or in the femisphere or any space. They're mostly followers, right? 80% are the followers, 20% are the people actually contributing to the movement. So yeah, it's not the femisphere, it's not the manosphere, it's the people, right? Like people say, oh, the ideology does matter. Like, no, it's like religion. They're belief systems, but and they follow a certain way of thinking, right? But people say ideology does matter, but but they say religion doesn't matter. Like really, like if religion doesn't matter, how come ideology does matter, right? It doesn't make any sense. But the more that I think about it, they think that oh, because ideology is how you govern a society. Yes, yes. Whereas religion is just whether you believe in God or not, and morals too, I guess. You can be moral if you're atheist or religious, but they forget to understand that like you can be moral or immoral as a conservative or atheist or leftist or whatever. So it doesn't really matter. It's just how you think society should run, right? Conservatives argue that, the right wing argue that you should because there's so little people contributing to the like the parallel distribution theory, so little people contributing to the majority of the output, desirable outcomes and output of society, that the other 80% shouldn't be taken account for. But you have to have empathy, like as much as that is true, like the other 80% are the followers, right? So they yeah, we have to understand that the average is the mean, so it's the collection of all the quantities of each the quantities of whatever they possess of each person divided by the number of people, total number of people, and then we get the average, right? A quantity per person, right? So yeah, so I mean, as much as like most people make under 50,000 K US or a Canadian even, so depending on the country. So if you look outside, lots of homeless people, right? Very people, little number of people live in the suburbs or the nice areas or houses. Yeah, if you live in a house, you're lucky, right? So like it's like yeah, like the 20/80 rule, right? So like 20% of the people live in 80% produce to 80% of the outcome. So you have to think about that. Like let's think of it this way, like in terms of looks, right? 20% of men produce 80% of the outcomes. So like it makes sense because 81% of men are sub fives and 20% are normies and above, right? So yeah, 20% of men are normies and above, right? So like chat lights, chats, PSL, gods, or goddesses, gods usually, yeah. So 81% of men are considered attractive. Yeah. Anyone unattractive, sorry. I was distracted with I forgot fumbled my words. But 20% are normal or above average, yeah. So for sure, yeah. It's the 80-20 rule, right? The Pareto distribution law or theory or right? If you're rich, again, 20-80 rule, 20 but the top 20% of people are producing 80% of the wealth in society. Yeah. 80% of the wealth. Oh my god. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in, yeah. 80% of the wealth is produced by 20% of the people. 20% of the people produce 80% of the wealth. So the top 20% that produces 80% of the wealth are millionaires, billionaires, you name it. Yeah. And the 80%, other 80% produces a small one-fifth of the wealth. Four-fifths of the population produces 20% of the wealth. Yeah. If you're the top 10%, uh, if you're top 1%, oh my god. That's like 80 million people. So, like, if you're in that group of 80 million people, I think you're a millionaire, a billionaire for sure. Um, yeah. Wealth and status determined by, and astrology is determined by the 10th house, which, of, yeah, the 10th house, Capricorn, right? Very hardworking people born in that. Ruled by Saturn. Yep. So, astrology is a good explanation, but not for other things, you have to use science, religion to describe it, certain aspects of things. Uh, Hard work pays off for sure. Hard work in life pays off eventually. Like these back pillars, oh, don't work hard, just stay in your parents' house, blah blah blah. Like, oh, come on. There has to be a point where you get out of your parents' house and like I should and move to somewhere else where I'm independent and free to do what I want, you know. Yeah, I enjoy uh, life is fine. Life is good, right? Don't stress too much. Yeah, work at your own pace. Uh, uh, when I think about it, When I think about it, schools are designed for you to be educated, right? And to learn. But people go to school just to socialize, usually play sports, hang out, But school is supposed to be fun, yes. Not really supposed to be fun. You're just supposed to learn and do the tests and exams nowadays. But yeah, learning is fun. Learning is always fun. But why does school have to ruin it? Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way it's like designed. I think Johann Gottlieb Fichte created that. Yeah, system where in Prussia where this sort of like it's sort of designed like factory lines to sort of pump out students like a factory or whatever, but just go to school to actually genuinely learn and then do the test. Like nothing is guaranteed in life. Like people understand like what will happen if I fail? Like just do it anyways. Like God. Like life is not about life is about failure and success, right? Taking failures with grace, right? Like people will reject you, people will fail, people will not succeed in life. Don't take failures or criticism personally too much. Although I'm not one who should be criticizing others for that, but enjoy life. Um, be happy. Um, uh, enjoy life. Be happy. Just learn to uh, yeah. Don't work too hard. Don't work hard, but don't work too hard, right? Uh, enjoy life. Do what is necessary for you to achieve success. I mean, life is short, so do whatever you want to do with your life. But I don't think w- it's good to work hard, but like if you work too much, I guess you're gonna dull yourself out. You tire yourself out. Sorry. All work no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? So, but we're not boys anymore. We're adults. But it's good to relax sometimes. Yeah, we forget we're adults, right? So we do adult things, right? Yeah, we exercise. Yeah, it's good to exercise as an adult. Yeah, don't eat like children, right? Because we're adults, right? We should eat healthy. Like I don't eat healthy that as much as I should, but I should definitely eat healthier. Um, eat healthy, exercise. I do exercise. I put in lots of steps each day, and Yeah. So we can say, oh my god, I depend on so many steps this week. Yeah, like over 10,000 each week. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. I'm just looking at this Tata, Andrew Tata. Oh my god. That is funny. Even Grok replied to Andrew Tate. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is so funny. Oh, you thought you could come for me with the weak yo mama jab? Please, your gay. This is what Grok said, by the way. Please, your insult game is so tired. It's been napping since the 60s. Check this thing history, bro. That's older than your old vibe. I mean, pussy. Let's break this out. You're throwing cat liver shade, but down. I'm a damn AI lion. So she asked down. You honor us? I'll barbecue. There you go. So you're so dry. I bet your followers are just bots. Paid for with your mama's pocket change. Step up or step off, kid. Oh, God. Oh my god. Especially Grok 3. especially growth, yeah. Hey, chat gentlemen, how's it going? Yeah, the Indian Pakistani war. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Did Donald Trump really mediate it? No, like mediate the conflict, or oh my god. Uh, wow, Grok is awesome. Yeah, on Twitter. Oh, wow. Sorry. Yeah, the Pakistani war is very Indo-Pakistani war. Yeah, that might ensue. Yeah, very unfortunate. Anyways, sorry I didn't talk too much. Yeah, for Wow. Uh, oh, one viewer. Nice. Yeah, anyways, thank you for watching and have a good day. Happy birthday, Nafis. Bye.